Welcome to Year Around the Peninsula. I'm Senior Airman Taylor West. A hero is someone that cannot live with being a bystander. Join Army Sergeant Kevin Spence as he relives a heroic event with Army Corporal Tristan Booth.
How long you gotta live to?
It's not every day that one of your most important Army values is called to the forefront and put to the test. When that day comes, would you rise to the challenge and answer the call?
He hasn't changed one bit. He's actually a little embarrassed by the attention, but he's still the same even keel Corporal Booth, trying to do his best to get promoted and become Sergeant Booth. Still being an outstanding, signaler that he is for the brigade.
Corporal Tristan Booth was at Pyeongtaek Station with his then-fiancée seeing her off when the unthinkable happens.
I saw this man kind of acting strange at the train platform. It happened so fast. I dropped my bag. Next thing I know, I'm down there trying to get this guy back up on the platform.
For this cable dog, it wasn't just about doing what was right. It was also about protecting his wife.
She was very emotional about the whole thing. She saw her loved one jump down on these train tracks, and it was very dangerous, and she didn't know what was going to happen because anything could have happened in this situation, especially a train coming my way when I was down there. After I was back up on the platform, I was pretty much trying to comfort her as best as I could. After the paramedics came, I was continued to comfort her, let her know everything was okay and I'm safe, and I tried to hold her for as long as I could.
Army Sergeant Kevin Spence, Pyeongtaek, Korea.
Army Corporal Tristan Booth received an Army Commendation Medal on August 5th for his act of selfless service. As military members, we stand on the backs of the warriors who came before us, especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Kunsan Chaplain Graham Bailey tells us why it's not only important to remember them, but also to learn from them.
We honor American POWs and MIAs. Their sacrifice reminds us about the power of resilience, the gifts of freedom, and it motivates us to be strong and persevere even through life's greatest challenges. They're a source of strength, they're a source of inspiration, they're a source of motivation, and they're a source of remembrance for what it takes to be the greatest military in the world and to be a free nation. They motivate us to be strong. Recently, our airmen at the 8th Fighter Wing ran for 24 hours straight to honor our POWs and MIAs. What would motivate people to run for 24 hours straight, remembering the sacrifices that POWs and MIAs have made? And that's powerful.
We continue to fight for them day in and day out, and we're very grateful for their sacrifice.
One of the biggest lessons that we learn from them is a lesson about resilience. We honor those who come home with their head held high. And the only way that they can come home after being released from being a prisoner of war is if they maintain their loyalty and their fidelity to our country. I think it's really important to be building in our own lives now that posture of resilience, so that when the time comes, if the time comes, that we're called upon to make such a sacrifice, we've built practices into our life that give us the strength to endure some really unbelievable hardship.
As we put POW-MIA Recognition Day behind us, we carry with us the powerful lessons they teach us and continue to honor their sacrifices. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there are heroes who are always in standby, ready to rescue people in danger without hesitation.
The roar of the fire engine kicks off another day at the fire station in U.S. Army Garrison Yongsan. While senior firefighters are going through the daily checklist, rookies are learning the ropes for rescue operations.
I used to live near Camp Casey as a young boy. I would see fire trucks coming from the base, rushing off to save people from tragedy, and my desire to become a firefighter grew from there. I wanted to save people and their livelihoods from ruin.
The rookies still have a lot to learn before they are certified to work in real-world conditions.
Even if they know how to operate the rescue gear and save people's lives, it's useless if they don't have enough strength to perform their mission. That's why I always put an emphasis on enhancing physical strength.
The path of learning may be a long one, but the rookies already have their hearts on the job ahead.
I will always respond as quickly as possible to do the right thing at the right place and to try my best in saving people. I'm ready to devote my life to rescuing others from danger.
Army Sergeant Guido Galgano, Yongsan, Korea.
Fire Prevention Week in Yongsan Garrison is from October 5th to 10th. Football season is finally here for all high schools in the Pacific region. Army Sergeant Frank Sanchez meets a soldier who is sharing his knowledge of the game he never let go of.
When summer ends and fall begins, it can only mean one thing. Football season is here. The Seoul American high school football team gears up for a new season with the help of a volunteer coach who works as a nurse for the Brian Allgood Army Community Hospital. Army Captain Todd Tom feels he has come full circle since he is reunited with his former football coach Jim Davis from his old playing days at Yokosuka High School.
Having someone you know, and then kind of the coaching techniques that he used while I was playing for him and still using today. So.
For Tom, coaching means way more to him than just a volunteer opportunity.
Any athletic competition, gives the young kids an opportunity to learn and grow. I mean, I know playing sports when I was young taught me a lot of values and life lessons. I just do it for the love of the game and to be able to help the kids learn and grow the values you learn and the camaraderie and the brotherhood is what kept me in love with the game. So.
Army Sergeant Frank Sanchez, Yongsan, Korea.
This will be Tom's second season assisting the Falcon football team. The Iron Horse Battalion supports joint relations at Suwon Air Base. Sergeant A.J. Bate takes us to the event.
Today we're having a victory party for the UFG exercise that we just completed. It's just kind of a big fun get together for the whole battalion. It's almost like a day off, but you get to show up and hang out with all the people you work with. There's games going on and live music. There's events to do right outside our battalion headquarters. Well, I think the exercise helps getting out and doing something fun and constructive with the people. Like most of the time we have a pretty serious work environment, but this allows everyone to let their hair down and just relax a bit. This activity helps me personally because I see it as a morale booster more than anything, because we did the UFG exercise and now we're seeing this as kind of a reward for it.
Among my unit, it builds camaraderie and morale because we are able to relax with our battle buddies to our left and to our right, and everything isn't so uptight. It gives us a chance to just have fun.
From Suwon Air Base, I'm Army Sergeant A.J. Bate.
652 Air Defense Artillery was first organized during America's entry into World War I. The unit also served in the Pacific Theater from 1941 to 1944 and received the Philippine Presidential Unit Citation for gallantry in the Pacific. The International Military Sports Council Games are like the Olympics for military service member athletes. They happen every 4 years and feature a vast array of sports disciplines. This year, South Korea hosts. Army Sergeant Kelly Wiebe takes us deeper into the games.
Two allied nations send their troops against each other head-to-head in Munkyong, South Korea. The United States men's soccer team takes on the host nation in the first round of men's soccer in the 6th annual Military World Games.
It's such an honor to represent my country in both ways, both as a military member and also in these World Games. It's an honor to be able to play for the country in a sport that I love to play.
The competition helps increase camaraderie between nations and between athletes.
It's very glorious for me to play this game with the American team. Even though the team of Korea won, it doesn't matter which team won.
In total, more than 70 nations are competing in this year's games. Army Sergeant Kelly Wiebe, Munkyong, South Korea.
South Korea won the contest, putting up 7 goals. That was Year Around the Peninsula for Thursday, October 8th. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.